Hey everyone, welcome back to our Python functions series. In the previous video, we learned about local variables and understood that they can only be accessed inside the function where they are created. But what if we want a variable that can be used throughout the program? That's where global variables come into the picture. In today's video, we'll understand what global functions are, how they behave inside and outside functions, and why sometimes changing their value doesn't work the way we expect. We'll understand every concept using practical examples. So let's get started. So what is a global variable? A global variable is a variable that is declared outside all functions. Since it's created outside any function, it can be accessed from anywhere in the program. In simple words, a global variable belongs to the entire program, not to a particular function. Let's take one example. Let's understand this program step by step. First, the variable message is created outside the function, so it becomes a global variable. When the function greet is called, Python looks for the variable message. Since it doesn't find any local variable with that name, it uses the global variable. After the function finishes, we again print message outside the function. The same global variable is used, so the output is displayed again. Let's proceed to another example. Pi is declared outside the function, so it is a global variable. The function simply reads its value to calculate area. Notice that the value of pi never changes. So in this example, we saw we can read a global variable inside a function. A function can directly read a global variable. No special keyword is required if we are only reading its value. Now the question is, can we read the same global variable outside the function? Absolutely. A global variable can be used both inside and outside functions. Let's take one more example. The same variable is shared by the entire program. That's why both statements display the same value. Now let's look at one of the most important concepts. What happens if we create a local variable exactly the same name as a global variable? This example confuses many beginners, so let's understand it carefully. First, Python creates the global variable name with the value Rahul. When the function starts, another variable named name is created inside the function. This is a completely different variable. Inside the function, Python always gives priority to the local variable. So it prints Priya. After the function finishes, the local variable is destroyed. Outside the function, only the global variable remains. Therefore, Python prints Rahul. A local variable and a global variable can have the same name. They are two different variables stored in different scopes. Changing the local variable doesn't change the global variable. What happens if we assign a new value to a variable inside a function? Will the global variable change automatically? Let's test that. The value outside the function is still 10. Why? Because Python created a new local variable named count. It did not modify the global variable. Whenever you assign a value to a variable inside a function, Python assumes it is a local variable unless you explicitly tell Python otherwise. So far, we have seen that assigning a value to a variable inside a function creates a new local variable. But what if we actually want to change the global variable? For that, Python provides the global keyword. Global tells Python that the variable we are using belongs to the global scope. So instead of creating a new local variable, Python uses the existing global variable. Let's modify a global variable. Let's understand this carefully. Initially, the global variable count has the value 10. Inside the function, we write global count. This tells Python, use the global variable named count. Don't create a new local variable. Then count is equal to 20 updates the global variable itself. So after the function finishes, printing count gives 20. One more example of reading and updating a global variable. The function first reads the current value of balance, which is 5,000. Then it adds 2,000 and stores the new value back into the same global variable. Therefore, the updated value becomes 7,000. Let's take one more example with multiple function calls. Each time the function is called, the same global variable is updated. Notice that the value doesn't reset after each function call because the variable exists outside the function. Next is, what happens if we forget the global keyword? Let's see. Why this error? Let's understand why it happens. Python sees the assignment inside the function. Because of the assignment, Python assumes score is a local variable. But before assigning a value, Python also tries to read score. Since the local variable hasn't been created yet, Python raises an unbound local error. Let's see how to correct this program. Now Python knows that score refers to the global variable, so the calculation works correctly. Let's create one practical program. In this, both functions work on the same global variable. The withdraw function reduces the balance and deposit function increases it. Since both use the global keyword, the changes are reflected throughout the program. So remember these two simple rules. If you only read a global variable, you don't need the global keyword. If you want to modify a global variable inside a function, you must use the global keyword. So that's all for this video. Today we learned what global variables are, how they behave inside and outside functions, why assigning a value inside a function creates a local variable, and how the global keyword allows us to modify a global variable correctly. In the next video, we'll learn about variable lifetime and a simple example of pass by object reference. These concepts will help you understand how Python manages variables and objects during program execution. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss the next lesson in our Python functions series. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Happy coding!